Yeah, yeah. DC Zone, Smoke D, oh yeah, in the club, baby, come on.
Players come to play, ballers come to ball. Women come to flirt, and groupies do it all. The haters come to fight, and throw them out the club. These people come to party, everybody show some love. Players come to play, ballers come to ball. Women come to flirt, and groupies do it all. The haters come to fight, and throw them out the club. These people come to party, everybody show some love.
Smoke D, tip the dub, now I'm up in the club, Ladies scream my name straight, showing some love. My cousin in the corner gave a brother some dap. He could talk a fool to death, but I ain't trying to rap. Walk to the bar, but you know I don't drink. A ginger ale and ice, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Had some Bama at the table, sleep drunk as a skunk. Hennessy was in this cup, then he's throwing it up. Checking out the ladies coming up to the dope. My favorite jam's on, so I'm up on the floor. Doing a little something with this cutie I know. Trying to see if I can take her home for show. The night is still young, but I'm playing it cool. And hoping these Bammers don't be acting a fool. You only live once, is how we living it up. You know that's how we do it when we up in the club. Come on.
Players come to play, ballers come.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the GULLUH Radio Show. Today in the studio, I got a guest I love you to get to know. Live and direct and full effect is Kitt.
Hello, everyone.
Kitt.
Hello, everyone. Kitt here.
What's up, Kim? Thanks for coming on my show. How are you today?
Thank you for having me. I'm great.
Awesome.
Yes.
So, Kim,
Yep.
why don't you tell me and my viewers a little bit about you and what you do?
Hi, my name is Kitt. I am a casting director here in the Washington, D.C. area. I own a casting company called Midnight Oil Casting, and that name came from I be up all night burning the midnight oil. That's what it's about. Gary, my friend here, has been casting a few films that I've worked in.
That's right.
Makes me happy to see him here right now.
Oh, that makes me happy to see you here.
Yes.
Yeah, you started back in the day
Yep.
with your movie Clowns.
Yeah.
That joint, yeah, Clowns. I mean, goodness, man, and that. I hear you just finished that thing. Right?
Yes, it was a long time coming. It was a 12 year run.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of investors backed out, actors moved to other states, so
Right.
just had to regroup. But now it's come together. We just did a premiere of it.
Yeah, that was 2 Thursdays ago,
Yeah.
actually, at the Avalon, Connecticut Avenue. And yeah, I went, me and Ray from around the way, and Anika, we all went and we watched it. Also, you did with Alexander, Bullet and Bulletin.
Bullet and Bargain.
Bargain. I always make that Bargain. I'm in Bargain. That's my scene. If you go to my GULLUH page,
yeah.
you'll see the scene with me and Ray, with Donald Calise, man. Donald Calise is a great actor.
He's a great actor.
He is
Out of New York.
actor.
Yes.
Out of New York. And yeah, we met him on set, me and Ray. He's a New
Yeah.
York dude, so he came and was like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
So he was kind of like worried of us, fill us out, me and Ray. So we did the scene, man. And after we did that scene, we pull up in a white caddy and he get out, he got his army fatigues on.
Yeah.
And we, after that day, we all exchanged numbers because Donald's a good dude, man. He's a professional, good actor, as I seen when we went to the premiere.
Great actor.
Yep.
I met him probably in 2020. In the midst of a pandemic, we did a virtual play.
Wow.
Military play.
Okay.
And he was like perfect for the role.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I initially met him. And from then, anything else that we have here, he's always willing to come down, which is perfect.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
He has some good people around him as well.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, you finally got Clowns. Now, where's Clowns going now?
Well, at the premiere, there were a few distributors there.
I seen it.
And
Oh,
yeah, there
I
are a few
pointed
distributors.
out.
So right now, I think it's almost like a little war about where it's going to end up at. And it could be end up in multiple places.
Good.
But we don't know by the end of the year. Yeah, I'm waiting.
See, February is that pilot season.
Yeah.
So by February, somebody would have decided what they wanted to do with that.
Yeah. Bullet was also good though.
Bullet was good. Chest.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. We had 3 different. Clowns was a feature, and the other 2 were synopsises.
Yeah.
Shorts. They were
Yeah.
shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And all 3 of them were good. They were good.
Yeah.
Especially Bulletin. I hope, because They said when I did my scene, it was like, man, congratulations. I was like, it was like, yeah, when it started off kind of like, but when your character, you and Ray came in, y'all brought the energy. It was like, boom, the energy just like that. So I hope we got like, I know.
But you and Ray play very well off each other, and it's like a tag team that's like really, really good.
They cast me and Ray for everything. Me and Ray, we come as a tandem. That's Isoless Ray from around the way. And I'm gonna have him on too. But yeah, me and Ray were well. Ray has been doing this since Temporary Dreams, back when Bruce Oldham did his movie. Ray played the best friend of the drug dealer, and I played a crooked cop, whatever. But yeah, that's good. Clowns is finally got done.
Finally done. Yeah.
Wow, that's what's up. So, what else you got coming up on the new year? I know you always work at Midnight Oil.
Yes. So now I'm transitioning into management as well. So what I have found is I get a lot of openings, and I'm trying to build my repertoire to submit people to these jobs in Richmond, in Fredericksburg. Like, it's so many companies that are casting in our area that people really don't even realize. Mm-hmm. So now I'm getting ready to branch over to management as well.
And Kim, I've been saying it for years.
I know.
This is the next hub of entertainment. Yeah. We finally got producers, people that greenlight films, investors, entertainment attorneys, network executives right here. Right. Gotta tap into that, But dang, Kim, that's what's up, man. And wow, I mean, you've been doing this so long. Mm-hmm. And I remember one day I had a towing company. Yeah. And I found I had a car to tow. It was like somebody's car. I don't know, it was abandoned and had a lot of stuff in it, so I had to throw the stuff away or whatever. But I came across a stack, about 100 headshots of actors and resumes. I called Kim. I said, Kim, I got something. Yeah. And when she came, I gave her this too. Oh my! She was so excited. That was like.
And it's so funny. We actually used some of those people. We actually used some of those people out, and I still have them to this day.
That's good.
I have never thrown them away.
That's good. That's good.
The one thing I noticed though is that a lot of the same people in our area act in everything, right? Yeah. It's a lot of untapped talent in the DC area.
Y'all heard that?
It's a lot of untapped talent in the DC area, and if it's something that you want to do, reach out to me. It's the possible extra job. Start off. Start recording yourself doing little monologues and put them up for people to see what you can do, because we won't know unless you put yourself out there.
Put your reel together, get some headshots done, and just send them out everywhere. And if you want to get in this business, that's what you got to do. You got to flood the ground. Yeah, and
don't be afraid to try something new. I always tell people, you stick to your characteristics, but if you're willing to try something new, it'll take you out of a box. So they won't see you as one-dimensional. You want to be seen as multi-dimensional. You can play this role, you can play that role, or you can play this role. Wow. And that's how we look at Donald Police. Donald can play a multitude of things. That's how we look at you and Ray. You can play a multitude of things, different characters. So if you're thinking about acting, start working on it. Today is not promised anymore. Get yourself out there. Yeah. Can't hurt.
Nothing beats a
failure for the try.
All day. So it's rare to have, just casting agents. That's a rarity of the industry. Yeah. Y'all are so hard to find. What inspired you to do that and specialize in casting it? And how do you have that knack for matching characters to a role?
So whenever I get a script, I read the whole thing. That's the first thing I do. And when you read it, you can see, at least I can see who looks good in the role. For instance, I casted a project called Squatters in Atlanta last year. And they didn't show that.
Okay.
But it was he did his own premiere in Atlanta, but I missed it like the week before we did ours. Okay. I cast it from here. I was in DC, cast it in Atlanta, and then went to Atlanta to film the promo.
Okay.
As he was looking at people, he had his mind made up about who he wanted. And I found somebody that was totally different from what he wanted. And I was like, no, this is him. The guy was so good that he paid him double. Wow. That's how good he was.
Wow.
As a casting director, you can see things that others can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm taught to look at things in multiple perspectives.
I see.
So that's how I started doing it. I was helping out with Cream.
Bruce Oldham's and JT, James
Yeah,
Taylor.
back in the day when Cash Lewis was here.
Cash Lewis.
Yeah, and then Cash moved to another state, and I ended up helping. But I was just so good at what I did. Like the director I was working for, he found a commercial, just a commercial, and sent it to me and said, "Find her."
Good gracious.
And I found her. And he was just like it's no way. You need to be a private detective. And it's like it's not that, but I know where to look, and I know how to look. You know, and so that's how I've been able to do it and just maintain a level of integrity. I'm very honest, and I try to treat people the way I want to be treated.
Right.
You know, when you're on set, you want to know that you're cared about, you want to know that you're respected, and you want to know that you're in a good environment. And that's what I always bring to every set I'm on.
Wow. See, there's a science to everything.
Yeah, for sure.
That's, you have an amazing knack of just meeting or connecting those dots. And that's what they pay you for. That's what those producers think. That's what they want.
Yeah, for sure. It was interesting at the premiere after the end, and we were doing our roundup, and my name was in the credits so much as casting. People walked up to me and was like, "Hey, that was a really good film. Where's the casting director?" That made me feel really good, you know. So from that, I picked up 2 more projects. Yeah.
Gotta keep it burning at midnight oil.
Gotta keep it burning at midnight oil. Yes, and that's exactly what it is. It's literally. The director could email me at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I would be up doing work on the film, and he would be like, "Midnight Oil, that's a good name. You always burning it." And I was like, you're right about that. But Midnight OIL was taken, so the first thing I thought of was olive oil.
Okay.
So my oil is OYL.
Oh, wow.
Like olive oil.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's how that came about. Yeah.
Wow. We're here with the amazing Kim Kitt. We're going to take a quick break.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Right back.
If you dare like me, then they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring it down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause I just don't know if you're a friend or a foe. If you dare like me, then they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring it down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause I just don't know if you're a friend or a foe.
And we are back with the casting director / producer, Kim Kitt.
Hey,
Thanks for being here, Ms. Kitt.
thank you for having me.
So, let me and my viewers know a little bit about your humble beginnings, where you come from, and what, you know, where your path, your road to your success came from.
So I started out in management, actually.
Okay.
I've always had a knack for dealing with people, customer service. Won an award from the mayor of DC, Tony Williams, when he was in office.
Wow.
Customer service. So I always had a knack for dealing with people.
Okay.
And this was just a natural transition for me
Okay.
to move in over to casting. I've always been a researcher. I've always been business oriented. I've always been detail oriented. So it's really just a natural progression. That's what my passion is, honestly. I love seeing my projects come to life. I love seeing the people that I connect with, and people think they couldn't do it, and they can. That makes me really excited. Yeah, so that's where I started at. I started out in management, got my degree in business, and just moved right on over.
Where are you from originally? Virginia?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina, Carolina, Wilson, North
There you
Carolina.
go, Wilson, North Carolina.
Yeah.
How long you been in the DC area?
I moved here when my grandmother got sick with cancer. Yeah, thank you. She passed away from breast cancer, and I came up about maybe 5th or 6th grade. It was the worst thing ever.
Why?
I didn't want to be here. You know, Carolina was my home.
Right.
You know, we got cherry trees in the backyard, pecan trees in the backyard, you know, grape trees. That was where I grew up at. So when I came here, it was like all this hustle and bustle and busyness. And I was used to slow pace, you know, so I had to catch up real fast.
That country living.
That country living, that country cooking, and country love. That's all it's about. All that, you know. So that's what it is, and I'm excited to be here now. Though. I'm excited for the experiences that I've been able to do, traveling to do some of the stuff. And I actually have a cousin who was a DP in LA. And
That's director of photography.
yes, director of photography. His name is Damo, and he is working on the likes of with Common, and he worked on Lemonade. So it's almost like a family thing,
Gotcha.
you know. But he started way later than I did, but he's progressed a lot faster. Cause
Well, he can pull us up.
pull us up, yeah. I have to show you his Instagram.
Okay.
He's worked with
That's
some
what's up.
great people. I'm so proud of him.
That's what's up.
So proud of him, yeah.
Okay.
A great DP.
Great DP.
Great DP. I can't even shortchange him. He's a really good
The
guy.
DP is like you with casting. You have to have an art and an eye
Yeah,
for what the picture looks like. The director is going to set the scene, and it's up to the DP to make sure it's lit and make sure he's got the right, or whatever that's calling the shot. Whatever shot the director called for, that DP got to make it look right. That's like Skinny Corleone. Skinny Corleone
oh yeah.
is a good DP. What's up, Skinny?
What's up, Skinny?
Yeah, Skinny a good DP.
Skinny has helped me out a lot.
Really?
With casting and some of the ins and outs. And the thing I love about him is that he was such an open book. When, you know, he doesn't share as much with other people, but with me, we had this camaraderie where we were able to just talk about, and he gave me some good ins and outs, some good resources, and I'm grateful to him for that.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
That's good. What about Alexander? I know you've been knowing him for a long time.
Oh my God, a very long time.
Yeah, since Cream. I think the Cream project started.
He has some very good scripts.
I know.
That is his imagination and the way that he sees things is very it's just astounding to me. Just to read some, I know he wrote a script for someone one time, and the script was a little dark, right?
Yeah,
but it was for somebody else, right?
Right.
I read the script. The script was so good, I had to pray when I finished reading the script because I could see everything that happened, scene by scene. And that is a great writer right there.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a great writer right
Writers amazing.
there. Yeah.
They amazing.
The way that he even moves, like he really starts at the end of the script and then move. And then, as he said, he already knows how it's going to end.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. So that is a good thing to do too as well.
He writes out of sequence.
Yeah.
And some people shoot out of sequence.
Yeah.
You know, we did Emotions with Marcus McCoy. We started in the middle of the movie, shot it to the end. And then we started from the beginning and shot that all the way
to the middle. Yeah.
So.
But however your story is told, as long as it's a great story, it doesn't matter how it comes together, as long as it comes together. Notes are key. Like, just being around this industry, I've learned some of the job, like what a first AD is, what the PA is, you know.
The first assistant director, the first production assistant.
The sound boom, like all these different things. When I first started, I didn't know that you needed so many pieces.
Yes.
But you really need a lot of pieces to make this happen.
Script supervisor.
Yes.
You need a sound guy like you got.
Yeah.
You need it all. You need casting crew. That's why your casting crew is very important. And
Yep.
what a lot of new actors need to learn is how to move around on a set.
Yeah.
Because people are watching you.
Yeah.
And you're on set with hours of these people. They will get to know you and your habits, and especially that first production assistant.
Yeah.
That's the one that's the one you want to get in good with, because you can always tell the director something for you.
Yeah.
But I think the person that has the most important job on a film set is the second production assistant.
Why do you think that?
Because
Yeah.
his one job is to make sure the film has continuity.
Yeah.
Because every film is going to come down to one thing. His job, he do nothing all on set, but when it comes down to, was this paper this way or that way? Nobody knows that but him.
Yeah.
He's very detail oriented. He pays attention to details.
Yes.
If he doesn't get that call right, when you see the film, you're going to see that bottle turned the other way and that scene turned back the other way. He makes sure that bottle was there. Everything on set, everything in that scene was where it's supposed to be. And even if you shoot it 3 or 4 times.
That's actually really, you're right, because I know when we were in Atlanta, we wanted to make sure that they had the same outfits, make sure everything is lined up. So we took pictures of every single thing from their head to their toe. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
If it ain't right, everybody wants to see it.
And you know what else is a good person to have on set? Your wardrobe person.
Wow. And then I found out from Cassandra Really? We did Nutmeg. It's a film that we produced. My first film was executive produced. I cast in that film too.
Hey, you should take work with me.
Yeah, I know. She said every color, every outfit, the different characters got different colors depending on if they're good, bad, submissive, evil. Them colors are coordinated, mean a lot.
And the way it looks on camera as well.
The way it looks on camera.
That is, and also another one is the set dressing. Listen, if your set is not dressed to have the look that you're going for, it's almost a waste of time. When you guys, we did a bargain, and that scene that Donald Calise was with when they were all tied up, it just so happened my cousin was refurbing his home. So it had the look of a hostage home.
Right.
You see,
those are the minute details that
very
make
much
a movie.
Yeah.
They will enhance and fatten up your film.
Yeah. Your floor was messed up, the walls were getting stripped down because it was being gutted.
Okay.
So it had the perfect look of just something as small as that.
Who found that?
Me.
Okay, you. But
I
you have
also do location.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. You got people that do locations, man. You have to find locations for every part of the movie.
Yeah, I do locations.
Wow.
I do catering. And I also am a production supervisor while I'm on set. I always hold 2 to 3 jobs every time, as well as casting.
Sweet.
Yeah. So doing all of that, it's helped me to learn so much more about what's needed, what needs to be in line, and how you do it to make your production run smooth. Because smooth means everything. Smooth means you save money.
Time and money.
Correct.
Yes.
Right.
Because when that investor is paying for that movie, you gotta pay for everything per hour. You better make sure you get them scenes done in 1, 2, 3 takes.
Yeah.
You gotta take 8 or 9 takes, and somebody's losing some money.
And one thing I want to tell any actor, please be on time. When you're on set, and because you got to get hair, you got to get makeup, you have to make sure your wardrobe is correct. The best thing that you could ever do for yourself is be on time.
Or early.
Or early.
You will get fired if you're a minute late in this business.
And guess what? Being on time shows that they can trust you and they can depend on you and they will call you back again. And that's how you build your resume.
That's right.
As long as you keep getting called back, you keep building your resume, then you'll get bigger and bigger and bigger roles. And that's what we want you to do. Yeah.
So what you got over there in that bag?
Oh, so not only am I a casting director, catering supervisor, I also make soap and shea butters, and I bought you something.
What? I love it. I love it. I love it. What we got?
Let's see what we got. So when we were at the premiere, you said you like patchouli.
Patchouli, yeah.
Yeah, patchouli, is that how you say it?
Patchouli.
So I made you a peace bar with some patchouli. Yeah.
Peace.
You got you some shea butter with
Shea butter.
and we got the oil to go with it, so it's a whole set.
Bingo. Bingo. I
Right.
appreciate that.
I also make bath bombs for men. So let me explain this. There are a lot of women who tell me men don't use bath bombs, right? I hear that.
Okay.
But I talk to some men and say, when I had a hard day at work, I want to come home and soak in the tub with a glass of wine and my aching back smells manly.
There you go.
So I make them for men as well, right?
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, not only that, let's break out this other box here. Everything I do with love. My company is called We Just Love.
We just love.
We just love.
We just
We
love.
just love. For that reason. So we have a love bar. This is turmeric and honey, good for clearing blotches out of your skin, even tone your skin, right? I cater to the kids. This is baby buttermilk, which is a elephant. Yeah. Elephant. Right?
Baby buttermilk.
And we got baby bath bombs as well because we don't need a full tub. So why waste the bath bomb?
Okay.
Baby powder.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
We just love.
We just love. And because I'm so extra, I make my bath bombs in 3 different sizes.
Wow.
Because you want everybody to have a size.
Wow.
An adult, maybe a teenager, maybe a little one. And then we got a cupcake bath bomb. What? Because that's what I do. Right?
Well, I know my viewers is going to want to get some of this. Where can they go to get this stuff?
So my website is being real good, but you can follow me on Instagram at We Just Love with 2 E's.
We just love with 2 E's.
With 2 E's. And for casting, Midnight Oil Casting, MIDNIGHT OYLCASTING, all on Instagram.
Wow. Y'all
Yeah.
heard that?
Yeah. You ready to act, you think about acting, hit me up. You want to smell good while you're acting, hit me up. See, I got a plan.
There you go.
Yeah.
And again, those are tips I hope you, my viewers, and those aspiring actors definitely take heed to the advice that we give. Because
Yes.
you had to, pay us for that.
Yeah.
They don't just give. We gave you that.
Yeah. We gave it to you free.
We gave it to you.
Those are very good things that you want to tell it to, and just be, if this is what you want to do, let your craft be your craft. Put your best foot forward at all times. You can become an overnight success in one day.
One day.
One day.
You can get financially secure in this business
One day.
in 1 day. It happens overnight.
Overnight.
Yes. But you gotta put the work in. You gotta be ready for that.
Yeah, be
It
ready.
takes years and years to get to that point where I'm ready for that clock to strike 12, and boom, I get cast in a premium or get a leading role in a high, value production, whatever. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kim, I appreciate you
Thank
coming.
you for having me.
Anything else you want to say before we let you go?
All I want to say is I appreciate you, Gary. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for being you. We've been friends a long time.
Yes, indeed.
I'm looking forward to seeing this skyrocket.
This Gary GULLUH show is going to the top.
It's going to the top, and I'm going to be right here for the ride. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so that's it. Contact me, guys.
Contact Kim Kitt.
Yes.
We are love, and
We just love.
we just love.
Yeah.
See, I'm squirrel.
It's so good.
Take 2. It's we
Just
just love.
love. Yeah, but 2 E's. Yeah.
2 E's. So, and it's Kim, only one Kim Kitt.
Okay, only one Kim Kitt. Yep.
That's right.
Only one, because it's only one of me.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
And we are back at the GULLUH Radio Show. Thanks for coming through. Today, my second guest in studio is another friend I would want you to get to know. Live and direct and full effect is Wnzdy Chyld.
Yes, sir.
Wnzdy Chyld.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
What's up, G?
Man, thanks for coming, man.
Yeah,
God,
man.
dog.
Thanks for having me, you know?
This dude here, man, I'm about to tell y'all, this is a treat right here.
Yes, man.
Wnzdy Chyld, man. So, tell me about yourself. Tell my viewers about you and what you do.
I do a lot of things. I got my hands dabbling in a lot of things right now. Musically, you know, I perform, I play keyboards. I'm a songwriter, vocalist. I do production, you know what I'm saying? I've done production for a few movies and stuff like that. I make commercials, jingles, all types of stuff. So, you know, musically that's, you know, pretty much what I do. Y'all can check me out at Wnzdy Chyld on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. You know, I got a group, a non-music group, which is, you know, I'm explaining non-music. So, you know, I mean, it could be a tongue twister to people, but it's a gift. You understand what I'm saying? Music is a gift, and it's not just for me, it's for everybody else too. So, you know, I feel like that flows through me. You know what I'm saying? So, because it's a gift and it flows through me, I can't take credit for everything. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, all respect to the creator, and, you know, anonymous, you know, I'm just an anonymous vessel that is blessed to be able to do this.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Well, this dude here, when I met him, I'm gonna tell you the story how we met.
Yeah.
We was just starting a band, Showtime Band.
Yeah.
We was young, you know, me, Lance, West, everybody. We had everything but a drummer except for the drummer. And we found Ellison, we needed a keyboard player. Yeah. So I'm docking them from Physical Wonders, had us playing at church. That whenever y'all ready, we're gonna just fly y'all in and let y'all play. Yeah. We already had Antonio Arnold, rest in peace. Yeah. I'm driving, I bucked the corner on 8th and D, Northeast. I look over to the right, I see this dude sitting at a bus stop with this big old keyboard. Slim was young, 16. I stopped, I said, hey, can you play that jump? He said, yeah. I said, nah, can you play that jump? He said, yeah. I said, all right, we practicing. We need a keyboard player now, ASAP. He said, I'm ready. So we hooked up, we got him on at one of our practices. Mm-hmm. And the first time he played the note, I knew it. And we was together for 5 years. It's a Showtime band, man. We played them everywhere with JY, Cherry. We broke up right before Northeast Groovers and Backyard started. Yeah. That's how far back. We in that other generation of go-go lineage. But we ain't never been, we only had 2 keyboard players, and him and Tony. And this guy chops, his chord structure, everything. It was an honor for me to play behind, in front of these guys for 5 years. I don't know how to play an instrument, but I always had an amazing ear. And they left it on me to call the breaks and the chops and chop the music, but they were the musicians. Man, and I mean, we had about 150 grooves. And then whenever we wanted to play something off the radio, we would play things off the radio with covers that people, other bands would not dare to play. We had horns, we had guitars. Kevin from Backyard was our first guitar player. My brother started as a bass player. He went off to play reggae. But we was tight. West was the lead rapper. He left and I took him. And man, our band was grand. Showtime band. So that's what's up, man. And ever since then, we've been friends, man. And like, you know, our band was like brothers. Everybody just had the unique talent and gift for their instrument. Cuff had the saxophone, Rob on the trombone. And we found you, and everything was over, man. We had a sound that could not be matched.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate that. You know, I mean, it was like, you know, that was the glue that made everything perfect, man. And, you know, what I really liked about our group is that, you know, not only did we play music, like we did things together. We bonded as men, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we went out to eat. We, you know, it was a lot of stuff that we did as a unit, you know what I'm saying? And that really made it better because we learned each other and we were able to communicate without communicating. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So when we got on stage, you know, we was ready. Like, yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. And I'm humbled and grateful to have that opportunity with you guys, man. You know,
that was great. We didn't know we was kids. We were just funning it,
Mm-hmm.
but we really had some huge, and everybody knew it.
Mm-hmm.
And our music taste, and our style.
Mm-hmm.
Even like when you at a show, when you have a show, you have a list of playlists. It never go right.
Mm-hmm.
It always get jumbled up, and you gotta like go out of formation and play this song and let this groove ride a little longer.
Yeah.
And I would drop that cue, and these guys would be back there cranking it. Plus, we was popular down in Annapolis. We was stars down in Annapolis. We played with Visual Wonder, which is now places you know. And this guy, man, and then it's just after his producing and his music that he make. I watch him make stuff from scratch, man. It's just amazing, man. You got anything you want us to hear right now, man? You got anything you could drop?
I mean, I ain't doing too much right now. I ain't gonna play no whole song or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just experiencing your little chops. Just left hand chords.
Okay.
And being able to do little melodies and stuff like that, and be versatile with it. So I'm just grateful for what I've learned down the years, and I'm at a place now where I would like to be able to give that back to people. You know what I'm saying? Which is another facet of what I like to do. I like to teach.
Go Lou right there, Papa Soul Searcher. That's our combo player.
Yes,
you know what it is. What's up, Lou?
What's up, Lou?
That's his sportswear company is come on.
Put that on the screen, Lou.
Yeah, it's didn't even know I would be doing it. My bad. I got this shirt. Objective Wear. That's his brand. Objective Wear. Papa Soul Searcher, you can look him up too.
Mm-hmm.
But your chord structure and your unique sound, what makes you come up with that chord? Your stuff is just, it's simple, but it's something there when you hear it. You got harmonic notes and different chord structures, dimension chords and stuff. You knew all that at 16.
Yeah.
Where did that come from, man?
Well, I mean, it was really a gift, man. I never really, talked about it, but I hear stuff. Like, I hear music. You know what I'm saying? I could be doing something, I could be cooking dinner, and all of a sudden I hear chord progressions. I hear melodies. I hear a whole song structure. And, my thing was to be able to realize those sounds that I heard. So, I took a lot of time just sitting at the, keyboard. I would, listen to songs and just match what I hear from the song. And didn't even really have no structure, but, that's how I pretty much, that's how the gift pretty much manifested in me, So, yeah, man, I hear things and, that music is a gift, man. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I'll always be a musician.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to be on another stage, but I'm always play music.
Right.
That's who I am.
And you teach music theory, you teach music concepts.
Mm-hmm.
You had a studio for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just all the way around. You sing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's songwriting. I'm doing a lot of stuff with songwriting right now. Like I said, Marcus McCoy. I was blessed to be able
That's
to,
right.
do some music for his movie.
I'm in that. It's called The Cycle. It's a
Mm-hmm.
series. I play a doctor in that, and I got him
Mm-hmm.
to do the score. I've been trying to get you and Marcus linked up for about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, Gary. So when he got you and you did his score, he called me back. He said, "Darn, I'm up."
Yeah.
What come from? I said, "Man, I've been telling you to get up. Hey, no, that one good. Yeah, one good. Man,
I really enjoyed that.
that he did the score
Mm-hmm.
for The Cycle.
Mm-hmm.
That's Marcus McCoy's, who's one of the baddest filmmakers in the city. He's just out the clip. Just like he's one of the baddest musicians in the city, but he out the clip.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me some more of your bands that you played for after you left Showtime and our band or whatever. During like the last 10 years, you was affiliated with a lot of different bands out here.
Right, I done played R&B, jazz, soul, gospel. I just go where the money was coming. That's where I was going, But the experience came with that, and I'm grateful to have that experience. I'm not a name dropper, but I have been with some good bands. I filled in with good bands. And I've matured and grown. So, I'm grateful for that. I could really go in anybody's city and pretty much get with any musician and be able to hold a gig without even rehearsing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could do chord charts, I do all that, so, I could just go, if they got something going on, okay, what's your song? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I could, pretty much write that out myself if I need to, this is in this key, this is in that key. And for a long time, I was doing like just impromptu and spontaneous gigs like that. People would call me when they really wanted to jam, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what I was doing, I was just going wherever the wind blow at that time, and, it helped me to hone my chops. It helped me, one thing about my production too, and I want to say this, I know I'm jumping off a little bit, but one thing about the production, the live musicianship really helped that. You understand what I'm saying? It really helped me to be able to create excitement through the elements of production. You understand what I'm saying?
Elements.
Yes, sir. And groove theory and all that, like, people don't know how to establish a groove. And I've been, around people because, I give of myself. So I know that, I can do a lot more and I do a lot more. But there are times when I'm able to, just sit in for people. And I just like sitting in for people. I like being there. I like supporting people and helping people, especially if they're the underdog. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, I'm not too arrogant where I won't sit down with people who might not be as, seasoned as I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind sitting down with them, and, being able to jam with them or groove with them, and hopefully they can take something from the experience. And the funny thing is, I always take something from the experience too.
On that note, you and my father, one day, man, I don't know, back 2014, he was up here. My father's a bad MF too.
Yeah.
And I watched, my father make all his music or whatever back when I was living in LA with him. He had a record of 45 came out back in the 70s. So I got y'all two together. And I watched two of the baddest musicians I ever seen. You guys like each other too.
Yeah.
He highly respects you and man, I watched like both of y'all body language. Y'all couldn't stop playing.
Yeah, pretty much.
You couldn't stop playing, man. Y'all, and my father don't take everybody, you don't take everybody.
Right.
But y'all, I knew y'all was clicking.
Yeah.
I knew y'all would click. And that was another man. I know you forgot about that, man. Maybe they forget, but you're my pops, man.
Yeah.
Y'all played music together.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Pops, man. I really enjoyed that too. So, we was into some theory, man. Like, we kind of got lost in the moment. I don't even know where the time went. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoyed that so much, that interaction with Pops. And, I always had much respect for your Pops.
Yeah,
man. So,
that's TrolleyVision.com.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
He's gonna check this out. Like, whoa, that's the man. That's all it does.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. So, yeah. But, like I said, I'm doing other things too, man. I cook too, so culinary arts, man, I love it,
Okay.
I just bought you, some good stuff. I made some curry shrimp and scallops.
Yeah.
I made some jerk, turkey, smothered it, you know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to open the bag. I can't wait to get it. Sit right there waiting on.
And I went on ahead and made some oxtails for him too, you know what I'm saying? So, he got a little meal in there,
So he good.
Yeah. And there's some cornbread in there too, man.
Cornbread?
Moist, I'm trying to tell you. And I glaze it with honey and butter, man. So
You getting them hungry over there. You getting my viewers, my internet, also focus smoking the scientists. They over there, getting ready. Look at them chop. Yeah, y'all hear that, viewers?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir. So that's another thing that I enjoy, outside of the music. I love to cook, man. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow, man. That's interesting,
man. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's been a long journey, man, and I really, appreciate everybody who I was blessed to share with,
Yeah, you blessed a lot of people, and you was in the gospel of the church. I remember you did a lot with the church, man.
Man, I was gigging so heavy in the church. I was like 3 gigs a day. Like I came out in the morning, and by the time I went home, It wasn't no plugging the keyboards up. It was put the keyboards down, try to get some rest, get up in the morning, dress, put your clothes back on. We got some more, I mean, traveling, you know, all types of stuff, bro. I think I done played in every church in the city, you know, when bands like Mighty Clouds of Joy and all these guys was coming here. Yeah, I was on the bill and I was on the ticket, man. Wow. So, you know, in the last group that I was with, you know, Elder Boykin and the Ministers of Praise, I really liked them because, you know, they were different. We had a whole different sound from everybody, you know, and they still gigging now, and every once in a while, you know, I fill in or whatever, but it was a whole different sound, man, you know, and people love what we, you know, what we did, man, like, you know, so, you know, shout out to Elder Boykin and the Ministers of Praise and all the musicians in that group too, you know, and, you know, all the other churches, man, that really, you know, allowed me the opportunity to be able to, you know, share my gift, so,
Awesome.
yeah, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we are back at it at the Gary Keller Radio Show with my guest, Wnzdy Chyld.
Yes, sir.
That was Anonymous music that you just sang. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, Anonymous music. It's spelled ANONYMUZIK. Like I said, you know, I briefly mentioned before, you know, all of this is a gift, you know.
Okay.
I'm blessed to have that gift and to be able to share with other people. So, you know, I can't really, you know, though I benefit from it, you know, I'm a beneficiary from having that gift.
Okay.
I can't take full credit for everything. You understand what I'm saying? I got to, you know, give the respect and the honor to the Creator for blessing me with it. You know, so me as an anonymous person, I'm just me. You know, I'm just a vessel, and you know, that's a blessing that comes through me to bless other people. It blesses me too, but I like giving to other people as well. So, you know, and I have a group on Facebook, an honor music group. And you know, we still growing or whatever. You know, we got like 600 people.
Wow.
And some more. We got, you know, people from all walks of life. France, Africa, you know, Philippines, like they everywhere, even from the city. So, you know, and my next move with that group is I'm actually going to start bringing playlists from other artists as well as put more of my music on there. Like I allow other artists to be able to market themselves and promote, you know, not only their shows, but, you know, their music, album release, whatever, you know. So, you know, look up another music group on Facebook, you know, and I'll be happy to have you as a member.
Let's spell that again.
ANONYMUZIK.
That. That's Anonymous music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. So yeah, man, it was a great pleasure. Yes, sir. Give more than you receive. Yes, sir.
That's right, Papa.
Yeah, Luke. And I tell you, Lou, man.
One of the baddest Congo players in the
What?
city.
Come on, Slim.
Lou was sharp. And I be at the mic, I be rapping or whatever in the group, I look over, and Lou would have a crowd of people like,
Yeah.
He'll cross up on him, man. He was smooth in the pocket, man. Him and Ellison together with the drums, we were locked, man.
Yo.
We were locked. I wish we could get some of our music, man. We lost our music. We didn't. I tried to take care. I knew, you know, most of that was cassette tape.
Yeah.
But every now and then a tape would come up. We put it on CD or something. We had music, man, but we didn't keep it. You know, we were just having fun. And sorry about that. But I thought I turned my ring down. But yeah, we were having fun, man. But I wish we would have been more mature with it, man, because we had a lot of good music that we could. Oh, On My Mind, Home Jam, DC Home Jams. I made a song called On My Mind. Darian T. Turner was singing it, and you made that song, man.
Yeah, man. I was writing for a long time.
Had that joint on DC Home Jams back in the day, and everybody I talked to, this is a hit song. It was a nice one. We had an R&B joint, and then like a go-go one. We had 2 songs in one. It was an R&B style, and it was a go-go style. That was something that we really, could have cultivated. We did a lot. Showtime Band did a lot. We did a lot, man.
And I would like to say this. I'm real proud of the progression of go-go.
Okay.
I respect the bounce beats too. I understand, the concept behind it and everything. And it sounds good. It's another feel. You know what I'm saying? But no matter what you do, you can't get away from that crank.
It's on the one.
You can't get boy that
Go
crank.
will make you. So I got a friend. She's a Baltimore. She never heard or been to a go-go at all. And she's like, "Can you take me to a go-go one day?" I said, "Sure, I'll take you to a go-go one day." Because you hear the music, and if you don't know, you just hear a lot of banging. But one thing you do know is syncopated. It's syncopated, and every gap has an instrument to fill.
That's right.
And even down to the cowbell.
That's right.
Like it's the only instrument where cowbells and tambourines are really used all the time.
Right.
It's call and response from the
That's
crowd. That was my job. My job was to keep the crowd engaged. Point out people that I knew while giving cues to the band and letting you know what to drop, what to do, whatever, going into our groove, coming, transitioning into a groove and transitioning out of a groove.
Yes, sir.
A person like me got to know how to do that with 7 or 8 or 9 musicians in a split second where everything transitioned without a glitch. That was my job. So although I didn't play the instrument, I had an amazing ear, and I could hear everything you guys were playing to the note. Now I hear the music, after the band, I hear music differently. I can hear everything. I can hear every instrument. I can hear the progressions. I can hear the structures, the chords. I almost can tell where the pitch is and where I just can't play it on an instrument. But that was great to be able to stand in front of some of the best musicians behind me, and we rocked it.
Yeah, man. And I would like to say something else about the crank, man. It's like everything has its place. You got your lane. If you just stay in your lane and do you, and make sure you're not stepping on other toes, the thing is amazing. It's amazing. So I really enjoyed go-go. That was really I guess my first real experience with professional gigs. I had played other places before, but when I got into playing go-go, man, that thing took me somewhere else, and it's still to today. Like I apply go-go stuff, that I experienced to being able to play other types of music, right? And it's an honor, man. That DC heartbeat, man, you can't get away from it.
Yeah, it's gonna make you move. People out of town don't know until you actually go and see it live. See that music being played and how the Congo player played. He has to stay with the progression of the groove, but he has the boundaries to go outside and he got to come back to that progression. Same thing with drum and keyboards. And Tony had these little fingers and you man, y'all two was amazing, man.
Man, I really, rest in peace, Lord Tony. I really enjoyed, being able to play with him, and it's like,
it was a brotherhood. It was a brotherhood. We were brothers, man. And then sometimes we go out back and go for like 11 weeks, pick up a ball player, or or have like Mike came in, started playing bass for us. But Wnzdy took over after I left for a year, and then he left, I came back. And those are just some good times and memories. But you are the best. And another thing I gotta say, one of my mentors who's gone now, Big Al. Big Al working in the Northeast Trinidad. Everybody knows Big Al. Wow, Big Al. And before he passed, I met your father, because your father wanted some work done to your car. So me and your father getting to know each other, whatever. And he told, you know, Big Al. I said, yeah, I know Big Al. Like he's my mentor. Big Al told me how to hustle. Like I told Big Al how to hustle. I was like, what? He said, yeah. I said, oh, you the guy. He's always talk about your father, but never knew who he was. And that connection with your father, who was Big Al's mentor back in the day, who became my mentor, and then I was able to meet your father. It was just ridiculous how that degree of separation just came back in my lifetime. I was able to meet the source, just like my godfather. Mr. Dickens was Duluth Senior High School's automotive director. And my godfather, as a child, went in there, and Mr. Dickens put a structure on my godfather that when I got in his life, he trained me. And I'm a bad automotive technician because of him. And that came from, that's my God time. But I had good role models to help cultivate that and make that into what I am today. So,
man, I do want to say some things, man. Like, you know, just to get off of me for a second. Like, what you do is amazing, man. You know, and you know, you've been, you know, doing this mechanic thing for a minute, man. I don't even look at you as a mechanic, man. Like, you're an artist with me, man. Like, what you do is amazing, man. You like a automotive specialist, man. You specialize in what you do, man. It's a passion. I see it in you, man. That's just like how I approach my music. You approach that and act in that way, man. And I just want to say that that's a beautiful thing, man. I've been able to see you in your shine, you know what I'm saying? And I really, you know, appreciate that, brother. You know?
wow, man.
Like, yeah, you know, hats off to you, bro.
Thanks. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man.
We had some issues with automobiles. We went to the auction and bought cars. Me and my man right here. And, you know, everybody that know me know what I do. And I try to keep everybody straight. Your family members, your father, your father, your brothers. I work on everybody's car. So at some point, you know, in some function, I've done that.
And tough, bro. Like, you know, and dependable. Like, I can always depend on you, brother. And that's, you know, we need to do more of that for our men. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out here, we don't have no support, man. You know, they look at the man as being able to, you know, provide. But, you know, throughout time, that whole African-American home structure has flipped. Now these men ain't getting opportunities like that. So we got to hustle. We got to grind. And, you know, what hurts us the most is we don't stick together. We don't stick with each other. We don't uplift each other. We don't build each other up, man. We're not there for one another like we should be, you know. And I say we because we all included in it. All included. Yeah. You know, so, you know, it's nothing for me to, you know, to honor you for what you do.
I appreciate it.
You know? Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't feel appreciated.
Yeah.
I gotta watch people that I don't know. You know, my structure protects me, and a lot of people don't see why they gotta pay me what I charge.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I like dealing with people that have been doing it for 20, 30 years. There's no conflict, you know.
Yeah.
But you're right. We gotta stick together. We have to build up our own community, our own financial sources, people, contacts, Kitt, casting director. We gotta do all of that.
Right.
It's for our survival. So
Yeah, pretty much. You know, you look at every culture stick together. You know? Yeah. And, you know, if we ever want to make that change and get to where we need to be as a people, to return, you know, to that place where you know, I'm not even going to get too deep, but you hear what I'm saying.
I hear you.
You know, I hear what I'm saying.
We'll say that for another show in the future. Yeah. But definitely, I definitely feel you, man. As far as survival, we have to take command and charge of our generation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, look, anything else you'd like us to know before we let you go?
Check me out, man. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, you know, with this Elon Musk thing. I think I'm going to go ahead on and delete my Twitter account.
Well, hold on, don't do that yet.
He said don't do it yet.
It might get better. It might get better.
Yeah, that was a joke, man. That was just a joke. You know what I'm saying? But, man, you can reach me there. I'm Wnzdy Chyld. That's Wnzdy Chyld. I'm on Facebook as well. Like I said, go check another music group out. I have some new things coming. Also, you know, if you need some production, you know, reach out to me, send me a message. You know, my information is there. You can reach me through either one of those mediums. I'm actually building my YouTube up now, and I'm considering doing lessons and stuff like that too. You know, so you know, I'm putting this production on it. You know, hear different stuff. You know, I'm not in one lane, so whatever I feel to create, that's what I create. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I do have my own style and my own feel, and there's something for everybody. And you know, there's some people on that medium, on that platform who I've been blessed to be able to work with. So, you know, check me out, you know, and you know, like it, subscribe, you know, and you know, comment. You know, if you need some production, if you need, you know, a keyboardist or, you know, music wise, or if you just want a good meal, man, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. My little culinary art skills is
Well,
pretty
I'm
good.
gonna find out when I go home.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks for coming on my show. Love you,
Yeah,
boy.
thanks for having
That's
me,
just
man.
man. Look, special shout out to Smokey the scientist. Also, Focus, my engineer on the ones and twos. We're gonna have some opportunities for some commercials, some promoting. You can DM me on my Instagram page, Gary Color Show, and talk more about that. But again, my viewers, thanks for checking me out and chiming in. Make sure you like and subscribe, and that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Thanks for
Rastaman dep on spot. Just easy and cool, man. Life is this loud soul.